All right, let's start with a question that might surprise you. What kind of person still wears the clothes they wore 10 years ago? Is it someone stuck in the past, refusing to move forward? Or is there something deeper going on here? You might be shocked by the answer because it's definitely not what you think. In today's video, we're going to dive into 6 surprising reasons why people still wear their old clothes, and trust me, some of these reasons will really make you rethink everything you thought you knew about fashion, nostalgia, and personal style. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos that challenge the way you see the world, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Reason number 1, nostalgia and emotional connection. When you think about it, clothes aren't just fabric and stitching. They often carry a deep sentimental value that goes far beyond how they look. A favorite jacket, a pair of old sneakers, or even a concert t-shirt can serve as emotional time capsules, transporting us back to specific moments in our lives. It's not just about the clothes themselves, but the memories and emotions they're attached to. These pieces become a tangible reminder of who we were, where we've been, and the special experiences we've had. For many people, wearing certain clothes can trigger powerful memories of important life events. Take a concert t-shirt from 10 years ago, for example. It's not just a shirt, it's a reminder of that unforgettable night. Maybe it was the first concert you went to with a close friend, or the first time you saw your favorite band live. Every time you slip it on, you're not just wearing an item of clothing, you're reliving the excitement, the energy, and the joy of that special day. It's the feeling of nostalgia that brings these moments back to life, and that emotional connection makes it hard to part with these items, even after a decade. The same can go for other life milestones, like a wedding dress, an old hoodie from a childhood friend, or a jacket you wore on a memorable trip. These clothes hold memories of laughter, love, and even loss. They're more than just pieces of fabric. They represent who we were in those moments and the people we've become since. So, when someone holds on to these old clothes, it's not because they can't move on, it's because those clothes are a bridge to something important that they never want to forget. Reason number 2, timeless style. Not every piece of clothing is meant to be a passing trend. Some styles are so classic, so iconic, that they transcend time and never really go out of fashion. These items are the backbone of a wardrobe, and they stay relevant season after season, decade after decade. Think about it. Jeans, leather jackets, simple t-shirts. These are pieces that have been in style for generations and continue to work no matter what the latest fashion trends may be. Take a vintage jean jacket, for example. Sure, it might have been bought 10 or even 20 years ago, but that jacket still fits perfectly and works with modern trends. Whether paired with a casual look or dressed up with a scarf or accessories, a jean jacket never really goes out of style. It's one of those timeless pieces that can adapt to any era while staying true to its classic roots. And the best part? It's a piece that gets better with age. Over time, it molds to your body, creating a fit that's uniquely yours, adding even more personality to an already iconic item. This is the beauty of timeless fashion. These staple items, like denim, leather, and simple shirts, don't require you to constantly update your wardrobe. They're versatile, enduring, and always in style. So, for someone who's still rocking the same leather jacket or pair of jeans they wore 10 years ago, it's not because they're stuck in the past. It's because they've got an item that is always going to be in fashion no matter what year it is. Classic style is something that just doesn't fade away. Reason number 3, sustainability and environmental consciousness. In recent years, there's been a huge shift in how we view fashion, especially with the rise of the environmental movement. People are becoming more aware of the impact fast fashion has on the planet. Massive waste, pollution, and unethical production practices. As a result, many are now choosing to hold on to their clothes longer rather than constantly buying new pieces every season. This shift isn't just about saving money, it's about making more sustainable choices and reducing our overall environmental footprint. The growing trend of thrifting and the anti-fast fashion mindset is helping to reshape how we approach our wardrobes. Instead of purchasing a new shirt or jacket every time a trend hits, more and more people are opting to shop second-hand or re-wear items they've had for years. In fact, many people are even embracing the idea of wearing clothes that have lasted a decade because it supports a more sustainable, conscious lifestyle. When you hold on to clothing longer, you're not only reducing waste, but also rejecting the throwaway culture that contributes to the cycle of overproduction and environmental harm. For example, let's say you choose to wear a pair of shoes you've had for years instead of buying a new pair just to stay on trend. Not only are you saving money, but you're also being kind to the planet by reducing the demand for new products and helping to lower the carbon footprint associated with their production and transport. By holding on to clothes for longer, we're doing our part to fight against the unsustainable pace of modern fashion. So when you see someone rocking a 10-year-old hoodie or pair of jeans, it's not just about personal style. It's about making a positive impact on the environment. Reason number 4, comfort and familiarity. One of the main reasons people hold on to old clothes is simply because they're comfortable. Over time, clothes that have been worn in tend to mold to your body and become softer, more flexible, and just, well, more comfortable. Think about that old t-shirt you've had for years. It may have faded, and the fabric might have softened to perfection, but it feels just right. There's a certain coziness and ease that comes from wearing something you've had for a while. The fit becomes second nature, and it feels like slipping into something that's already a part of you. This idea of comfort isn't just physical. There's also a psychological element to it. People often find comfort in the familiar, both in terms of the style and the way a piece fits. Old clothes have become a part of your routine, and there's a sense of reassurance in knowing exactly how that pair of jeans will fit or how those sneakers will feel after a long day. It's a security that newer, unbroken-in items just can't match. For example, a pair of old sneakers might not look as fresh as they did when you first bought them, but they've been worn down to the perfect level of comfort. They've molded to your feet, and there's no blisters or discomfort like there might be with new shoes. This sense of familiarity isn't just about physical comfort. It's also about emotional comfort. When you wear something that has been with you through different chapters of your life, it brings a sense of stability and reassurance. Whether it's those well-worn sweatpants you throw on after a long day or that oversized hoodie that's perfect for cozying up, old clothes have a way of making us feel grounded and at ease. In a world full of change, these pieces provide a sense of consistency, and that's why they're so hard to let go of. Reason number 5, financial consciousness. In today's world, many people are becoming more conscious of their spending habits, and when it comes to fashion, this is no exception. With the rising cost of living, inflation, and the pressures of everyday expenses, it makes sense that some individuals choose to hold on to their old clothes rather than splurging on the latest trends. For them, wearing clothes they've had for years isn't just about personal style. It's a practical decision rooted in financial consciousness. With so much uncertainty about finances, especially for younger generations, people are learning to be more resourceful with what they already own. Instead of constantly buying new clothes to keep up with the ever-changing trends, they choose to reuse and repurpose what they already have in their wardrobes. Not only does this help them save money, but it also reduces the need to contribute to fast fashion, which can be wasteful both financially and environmentally. For example, someone may choose to keep wearing a pair of well-worn jeans or a jacket they've had for a decade because it's a smart financial decision. These items still work just fine, and there's no need to invest in something new when their current wardrobe is still perfectly functional. Whether it's a favorite sweater that's seen many seasons or an old pair of boots that are still in great shape, these clothes continue to serve their purpose without the added expense of constantly replacing them. In a time when saving money has become more important than ever, sticking with older clothes can be a savvy way to keep your finances in check while still feeling stylish. Reason number 6. Personal identity and expression. Clothes are much more than just something to wear. They're a way to express who we are and how we see ourselves. For some people, the clothes they wear are deeply tied to their personal identity. Every piece of clothing carries meaning and is a reflection of their values, interests, and experiences. It's no surprise, then, that some individuals choose to stick with clothes that they've worn for years, because those pieces represent something unique and true to who they are. Wearing old clothes can be an expression of consistency, and in a world full of ever-changing trends, that consistency can be a powerful statement. For instance, someone might choose to wear the same band t-shirt they've had for years, not because it's out of style, but because it represents their love for that band and the memories associated with it. That shirt isn't just fabric. It's a symbol of their identity, their interests, and their connection to a certain period in their life. In a way, continuing to wear it despite the passing years can be a subtle act of defiance against the fleeting nature of fast fashion, showing that they value timeless personal expression over short-lived trends. For others, wearing older clothes might be a way to avoid the pressure to constantly buy new trendy items in order to fit in. Instead of chasing the next big thing, they choose what resonates with them on a deeper level. Whether it's a favorite jacket, a vintage shirt, or a hoodie that's been with them through thick and thin. These clothes hold more meaning than something that's just in style for the moment. Wearing them allows people to stay grounded in their identity, maintaining a connection to who they've always been, rather than constantly reinventing themselves to keep up with the latest fashion waves. Conclusion. So there you have it. 6 surprising reasons why some people still wear the clothes they wore 10 years ago, whether it's for nostalgia, sustainability, comfort, or simply staying true to themselves. It's clear that holding on to old clothes can have a lot more meaning than we might think. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. Do you wear your clothes for personal expression, or do you like to keep things fresh and trendy? Drop a 9 if you're all about rocking your old favorites, or a 0 if you're always on the hunt for the latest styles. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you in the next one.